Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's Wednesday. I'm live at 5. I'm always live at 5 Eastern Standard Time. How is everyone? I'm going to wait a few minutes. We're going to do a special training this evening. It is an Ask Me Anything on how social media will transform your Maid service. So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. Usually people start jumping on. These are really, really cool because you get to ask me all the questions you want to in the world. So I get to interact with you, and they're really, really fun. So I see 3 people on here. If you're jumping on, just kind of write in the chat, say hi. How are you? Where are you from? I want to know where everyone's from. I see 5 people jumping on here. You know when the Apple Watch keeps like going off and off and it's bugging you? Who is online? I see 5 people. 5 people, but I don't see any names yet. I don't see any names. I'm going to wait till we get a few more people on before I start to open it up for questions. 6 people. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Jamie. I always feel lonely when no one talks to me on here. Hi, Janet. So I like to kind of be like, hey, who's on? Janet from Idaho. So if you don't know me, if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Cheryl. I founded Sisters Who Scale, which is a coaching business for maid service owners. I'm a maid service owner myself and a founder of my company. My company is called Maid. I'm in the Boston, Massachusetts area. I started it with zero money. I was a solo cleaner. I did it when I was a single parent, and my son was young to put food on the table. True story, as a lot of us are, as I'm getting to learn, and I've scaled it fairly quickly, in about 4.5 hours to over 700,000 and growing. We have a crazy spring right now that's just burning up. We're already on a 4-week wait list, which I can't even believe it. So I don't clean. I haven't cleaned in a while. I used to clean, but I got out of cleaning. I grew my teams. I grew my management levels to where my days are peaceful again, right? And that's what I teach all of you how to do. I spent years training my teams. I've done some things that have failed miserably. And I've implemented some things that have worked wondrous miracles. So I've kind of worked out all the kinks in my business, and my mission is to help as many of you as I humanly possibly can and teach you my methods. So at the end of the day, whether your goal is to hit $1 million in yearly revenue, or keep it at 250,000 a year, whatever your goals are, one thing is certain: you need the right systems. Every tier of income level you hit requires certain systems. You don't need all the systems at once. You need certain ones, right? To keep don't be spending crazy amounts of money, right? They require different systems, or additional systems, I should say. You add additional systems as you grow, okay? And that is what I teach you. I teach you what works, and I show you what may not work, which is probably more important. I love social media. It is the most undervalued tool that maid service owners utilize. And if you don't have a good grasp on how social media can skyrocket your business, you are missing out, ladies. You must have a dominating presence to knock out your competition in your community, right? Because that's what we're all fighting for, so to speak. Or not fighting, but you know what I mean. You have to have a dominating presence to knock out your competition. This is non-negotiable, right? This is non-negotiable fact. Why do I like it so much? The number one reason is it's free, right? It's free. Your organic strategy is free. And mastering your organic strategy is crucial to your business. You absolutely must have this down before you start throwing all kinds of money at Facebook or Instagram or Google. And this is one of the main problems I see when it comes to cleaning business owners. They're spending thousands of dollars each month, and they don't even have a great sense of who their brand is, what they represent as a company, right? Or sometimes even who their ideal client is. Like, that's complete madness, okay? You need to have that before you start throwing a lot of money at your Facebook ads, right? And here is a fact. I built my own company to the $500,000 mark without a website and on organic social media only, and establishing myself in the community as the number one cleaning business in my community and beyond. We service about 20 towns. That's a fact. That's no ads, right? What does that mean? That means you get to keep the extra profits that you would have spent on ads, like throwing $1,000, $2,000 a month on Google, right? You get to keep that in your pocket. That's what that means. So tonight I'm opening it up for all questions, all related to how social media will transform your maid service. Who wants to start? Hey, Laura. We'll talk about you later. You did a bold thing today, girl. Who has any questions? Hi, Tina. Do you just post advert? This is from Janet Baker. Do you just post advertisements in business? Do you just post advertising in a business account? No, I post from my personal account. Hi, Beth. I post from my personal account because they don't let you post from your business account. Okay. What kind of ads? So everything I do free ads. So I post all different types of things. If you go to now that is coming, messages are coming through. If you go to my Maid Bright residential cleaning, you know what? I'm gonna post it. Actually, hold on. If you go, Laura, I'm gonna side message you. Actually, if you go to my Maid Bright Facebook page, you can see all the things I post. I post things about a lot of pictures. I post. All right, Jenna, I'll get you in 1 second. I post a lot of pictures of my staff because I find that the people that are going to hire you want to know who your staff is. They want to know who you're bringing in their house. So I do a lot of interactive things about, team building, staff, Christmas parties, things like that. So that's one of the things I post. I post facts like why hire a house cleaner, hire a house cleaner, get rid of your allergies. Then I'll post a lot of seasonal things. So I'll post things like October, cobwebs, stuff like that, Easter, dust bunnies, for example. I post seasonal things. If we're doing gift cards for Valentine's Day, I will post that. Sometimes we do them, sometimes we don't. I don't really find that gift cards are like that great of a thing, especially because you really don't want to give your services away for free. And you know how hard it is to give a gift card and try and get a whole house clean. So I stay away from those a little bit. But sometimes I do, just to kind of get some traction. So things like that I post. Holidays, funny things that happen, before and afters, all different kinds of things. Janet, I have one more question. Janet, what's your question? Beth, how's your husband? I know he was sick. I hope he's doing okay. Charisse, how often are you posting on Facebook groups? So this depends on the group rules. All right, that's very important. You have to, any groups you're posting in, go to see their rules first. Some of them will only want you to post on Monday or Friday or business Saturday or whatever it is. The last thing you want to do is piss off a group admin, because then they'll kick you out, which you don't want. And then what is the best time of day to post? The best time of day to post usually is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. But you can go on your Meta and you can actually check that. So we all live in different states, right? So we want to make sure that the different states are obviously, they could vary a little bit. So check on that. Sometimes I have found that sometimes Saturday morning posts in between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. are effective because people are getting up, they're having their coffee, they're chilling out, right? And they're scrolling on Facebook. Hope that helped, Charisse. Janet, on some of your posts, you do a long comment section also. Do you do that on Canva as well? What do you mean? What does this mean on a long comment? A long comment. You mean the content? You mean like what I say, where I put the emojis? Is that what you mean? Just clarify that with me. On some of your posts, you do a long comment. Yeah, let me know. I think that's what you mean. I do. I find that if you make your content engaging, people will read it, right? If you make it exciting, yeah, that's what I thought. If you make it exciting, if you tell a story. So, like for example, I posted a picture of everyone at the Christmas party. I told a story about the Christmas party. I told a story about how grateful I was for my staff. That got massive eyeballs, massive eyeballs. Laura Jean, how do your business posts get visibility or show up in the algorithm? That depends on a couple of things when you post. So, a lot of people are on Facebook at lunchtime, so in between 12 and 2, or Saturday mornings. That's why I do that. Faces get more algorithms than Canva posts without faces. So, just remember that. So, if your staff is nice enough to get pictures of you, or if you want to do a selfie with one of your staffs and post something about that, then you're in it too. Everyone in my community knows that I own the company, pretty much knows what I look like. Sometimes you're going to put yourself out there a little bit, because it shows everyone that you're human, right? We're all human beings, right? So it shows everyone that you're human. That's why I like to do those things. Um, Beth, if I post an ad on my Facebook site, do I put ads on my personal and business accounts? So you can post everything on your Facebook site, but then when you go to the community groups, you want to post as you, as Beth, and not your business site, because they don't like when businesses post. They'd rather you post, and then that's a way that all the admins get to know who owns the business, right? So another thing you can do is you can message them, and you can befriend the admins. I've done that before. That works because it shows that you respect what they're doing. You're not just blurbing away, right, and abusing the whole page that they created. That's important to do. Or you could message them and say, hi, so and so from this company. I want to make sure I pay attention to the rules. What are your business rules? I don't want to get you angry. I want to know the right way to post on this page. They would love that, as opposed to you just spamming. I've seen businesses spam Facebook groups and get banned. I know a couple of them personally that I'm thinking of in my area. They get banned. Right? You don't want to get banned. You want to be in there, because even if the group like doesn't allow you, you want your clients to recommend you on those groups. So you still want to be able to be interactive. So let's say if Janet, right? Janet's recommending my business. I want to go over there, and I want to go to that page, and I want to thank Janet for recommending me. So if you're kicked out of the group, you won't be able to see it, right? So don't word to the wise, don't piss any of the group admins off. I hope he does better, Beth. I hope he comes home soon. I saw he was not around. All right, who else? What other questions? What other questions do we have? I'm gonna wait. Anyone? Anyone? What do we have? All right. Did I answer everyone's? Let me check up here. Hi, Amanda. Glad you're on. Amanda, do you have any questions? Here's a new comment on the bottom. Um, hot leads. How do you compete? What does this mean? Hot leads. Hot leads. Hot leads. What do you mean, Laura? I'm not sure what you mean. I am not sure what you mean. Facebook groups. Hot leads. How do you compete on Facebook groups? I still don't know. Okay. All right. Facebook. 1 second. Okay. Maybe you're going to show me something. All right. I'll go to Cherise. Cherise, how do you differentiate yourself from all the other cleaning companies that are recommending themselves? And I'm going to give credit where credit due. I don't think Tiffany's on tonight. Tiffany Davis is one of my clients. out in the Oregon area, and we were on a call last week. She's in the Drop Them Up Accelerator group program. We were on a call, and she called them pop-up cleaners. Hi, Laurie. Glad you could make it on here. So she called them pop-up cleaners. So all the other cleaning companies, right? Everyone knows right now that there is a bunch of new cleaning companies. Are they really cleaning companies, or are they just people just trying to get their hustle on and make a few bucks? That's sort of more like what it is. I was actually at a meeting this morning. This is a good story to tell you guys. And she was saying, "Do you go to Merrimack, Mass?" I'm like, "Yeah, we do go to Merrimack, Mass." She's like, "Because so and so's cleaning company basically had Merrimack locked down, but because she grew so fast and didn't know how to hire and have the right system, she'd have new people in and out of there. Her quality started to suffer, and a lot of her clients in Merrimack started to drop her because the quality went down, and they didn't want revolving door people, like cleaners in their house that they didn't know. So a lot of these smaller companies, even though they may appear as a threat to you, a lot of these smaller companies will be out of business in 6 months. So don't worry about them. So how do you differentiate yourself? You have to differentiate yourself with your brand strategy, how your logo looks, how your company looks, what your content says, right? On how to write different content so people will actually read your post. That's another way. Your reviews, getting people to refer you on the community groups is a massive way to build your business. That's only like a couple of the things I can think of, but that's, a few ways that you do it. The last thing you want to do is say, I'm DMing you. Don't spam the person. Don't spam the person. The person that's looking for a service is going to go through a few different posts. They're going to look at a few different comments, people's websites. I post our website. Our website is very colorful. The URL, when I post it, comes up pink and blue, very vibrant. So naturally, people are going to just want to go over and take a look at it. So our website speaks for itself. The website's a business card. And that helps a lot, rather than saying I will DM you. That is a little bit on the not professional side, right? Let's just say that, a little not professional. Laurie, glad you could join us. Beth, all my friends and family are, you have a cleaning business, right? Of course, that's usually what happens. How do I reach those that don't know who I am? Facebook groups, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Facebook groups, networking groups. A group that's really good for cleaning companies is BNI. I'm in one. Highly recommend if you can get yourself in one, because most service industries have a hard time staying in a BNI because they're out in the field. So if you're not out in the field cleaning, get to a BNI. They start at most of them start in the morning at like 7 a.m., but some of them start some of them are at night too. That's a great one. That's serious. That's only for people that really want to give referrals and get referrals. I've been in a few different ones. That's the best one I've seen so far. That's actually super active in getting people business. Laura Jean, someone post asking for recommendations for a cleaning company. Yep. And 5 other cleaning companies comment within minutes. Do I even bother? Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I post on things that are a year old. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Because the Facebook algorithms keeps your link up there. That's why. So when someone goes into the search bar on the top of the group, on the right hand side, the little circle, and they put cleaning companies in, and you have been on there, whether you're posting or someone's recommended you, you've been on there 40 times. Who do you think is going to get the phone call? You. That's how that works. All right, that's how that works. So post on all of them. I don't care if there's 20 of them. I post on them when they're 2 days old, a week old, 6 months old. Sometimes I look for them and go post, right? And Laura, I know we're going to be working together. We're going to do a deep dive into this. So I'm going to completely help you. I'm going to walk you through all the steps with this. So don't worry about that. Amanda, how much should someone spend on paid ads? That's a good question. Do you want to go broke or do you not want to go broke? I don't pay for Facebook ads. Isn't that crazy? I know. I would say The typical marketing budget, right? A monthly, if you're doing like a monthly marketing budget, you don't want to spend any more than 15% of your revenues. So that's how you want to do it. So, if you're bringing in 10,000 a month and you're spending 5,000 in ads, that's 50%. That's way too much, right? I'm just giving you an example. No, I would say no more than 10% max. So just look at your wages, and see what you can afford. Janet, when people request your price in a post, I haven't seen that. I don't answer them because they're going to be cheap and terrible to work for. I have not seen. Has someone actually said to you, what's your price in a post? So, okay, if that did happen to me, I would say I don't I'm unable to post pricing because I do in-home estimates, and since every home is different, I give you a customized price. That would be my answer. That would be my answer. Hi, Amber. Amber Collins, BNI, Business Networking International. I believe that's what it is. Just Google BNI in your area. I know they're I think you're from Canada, right, Amber? I think so. They're all over the place. They're international. They're in every country. BNI. Yep, BNI. See, what can I write it down here? Yeah, I'm gonna write this. It's a link, bni.com. Check it out. You guys will be like, oh, cool. A little bit of a membership, right? But people are there. They let you go to like a few of them before you have to pay or whatever. But people there are just strictly looking to build their business. They're all business. It's not like a social hour or whatever. Sometimes you go to the ones that are like all women and they're just like, social hour. I want to help people, and I want people to help me. That's what the whole mission of BNI is. So check that out. Um, Laurie, when you say don't DM, then what do? You post right directly on the post. Directly on it. So if someone says, hi, I'm looking for a cleaner in Georgetown, go, or thanks in advance, or whatever they say, and then people start posting, that's when you post right in the thread. And you want to post either your website. If you don't have a website, post your Facebook page so they can check you out and they can contact you. And then post a little blurb, hi, my name is Laurie. I own, such and such. I'm family owned. I'm women owned. I've been in business a long time. I'm insured. Anything you want to say that's going to make you stand out, that's what you say. And just say, I'd love to give you an estimate, whatever. Here it goes. Anything like that. Right on the front page. Because the front page is going to create what's called an algorithm in Facebook. And these stay up there. That's why this is so effective. Laura Jean. Okay, I always do just feel desperate. No. Don't feel desperate at all. No. Don't feel desperate. I do this all the time. Often. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never seen people actually ask for prices right on the thread, but I'll have to look for that. Laurie, when you say you post, what does your post say? Oh, kind of just what I said before. It says, hi, my name is Cheryl. I'm the owner of Maid Cleaning. We've been in business, so many years. We're family owned, women owned, whatever I feel like that day. I'd be happy to give you an in-home estimate where I can customize a quote for you. Please visit our website and fill out an easy quote request form, and I'll get back to you immediately. That's something like that. Something like that, I would say. I know everyone's like all afraid of these pop-up cleaners that are popping up, right? They're not going to be in business in 6 months. You have to trust me. You have to trust me. I worked through COVID. My company was still working on the streets when basically the militia was out on the streets telling everyone to stop working. That's what kind of personality I have. I told my 2 girls that were with me, I said, the only way we're not working is if the militia comes back in and drags me in the house. So my girls needed a paycheck and we needed to work. So we went out and worked. So that's kind of my personality. All right. We have time for a few more. Who else has questions? Who else has questions? Don't ever feel funny, even if there's like 10 other posts. Don't ever feel like, oh, they got it before me. Post a better post. You're going to see that they say, oh, we have openings, or oh, I have this, or I have that. Like, it's just not professional half the time. It's not professional. Amber, I get inboxes all the time say they're looking for a cleaner 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. Yep. What's your price? I tell them and they ghost you. I don't tell them prices over the phone. I only do in-person estimates, and there's a reason why I only do in-person estimates, because I can close them better if I'm in front of them. If I get to know them, do a walkthrough, um, what if you give a price sight unseen and you get there and it's a hoarder house? That's what I always say to everyone. How, unless you're charging by the hour, unless you say it could take me 2 hours, it could take me 17 hours, and they're okay with paying $65 an hour, which is very not likely if they don't really know. That's the only way that you absolutely will not get burned, right? If you flat rate it and you haven't seen it, treacherous water. Treacherous water. I know it takes time to do the estimates. I know that, but you're better off getting better clients that are priced appropriately so you're making profit, right? You're better off having 5 clients like that than 20 clients that you're hardly making any profit. You're spinning your wheels. So that's some of what I teach in the, when you work with me privately or in the group program. I teach a lot of that stuff. Yeah, agreed, right? Totally. I build relationships. I don't, when I go look at an estimate, I'm not concerned. I don't get like anxious where I'm like, I hope I get this person. I hope I get this person. I don't care who I get. I just want the right person. So I walk into something with having zero expectations. I don't care if I get it or not, you know what I'm saying? And that helps with my confidence so I don't get nervous. And then people sense, they're like, oh, the price is the price. So every once in a while I might give someone if they ask for a discount, but not too many people ask me for discounts anymore. They used to, when I didn't have the value and the trusted name that I've built for my company. They used to, sure, but I've built a good brand, right? I built a good brand on social media, and now we're trusted, so people will pay more. That's why we have a wait list, right? That's why. Um, Laura, I agree. I usually always insist on a walkthrough, 100%, right? Sometimes some people want a range though. So I'll give someone a range, and usually when I give them a range, I say, "Oh, that's out of my price range." So I'm just like, tire kicker. I move on. Laurie, when you're in a Facebook group, do you just sit and wait for someone to post? How do you come across these inquiries? Okay, I have like a certain amount of groups that I watch. And I just log on and I go do a search on the search bar on the top sometimes and search cleaner and see if anyone's posted. Or a lot of times people are recommending my company now. It didn't happen all the time at first. They're recommending my company and I'm getting tagged, so I see it right away. Or sometimes I'm just scrolling. I'm one of those Saturday morning Facebook scroll people at 7 a.m. So I know that works. So that's how I find them. It's all different. It's all different. Sometimes I'll just pop on and see what's going on. But a lot of times I'm tagged too, or someone will say, "Hey, saw this," and it'll come up on my feed. Amber, I never flat rate because I always find I get walked on. Yeah, okay, that's good. I make such a clear checklist, everything that's included, everything that's added on, and they still try and ask for extra things every time and clean and causing fights when I say no. So I decided to change to hourly. Okay, yeah. If hourly, some people do hourly and it works, right? Some people do hourly. Beth, I don't know who told you that because I've done it. You also, if you don't go out, right, then you're not building relationships with your clients, and you're not going to have clients that are going to be with you for 4, 5, 10 years, right? So I don't believe this is correct, actually. I've had a lot of people say that you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, I did, right? I did. My husband's with me now. He wasn't in the beginning. So I don't listen to what anyone says, really. I just create my own path. So it all kind of depends. I find that a lot of the, in no disrespect, I find a lot of the male cleaning business owners have a less personable approach to it, and they just want to scale the numbers, and they spend a ton of money on Google ads and this and that. But if you're spending a ton of money on Google ads, you're not making as much profit as everyone thinks. So there's that. Someone can say, oh, I'm making $2 million in gross. Who cares about your gross? All we care about is what you're putting in your pocket. All we care about is what you're retaining, right? All we care about is the retaining profits and how you as the owner is getting paid. I don't care if anyone's making $2 million. I guarantee you half of those businesses out there making $2 million a year aren't making the profits that a $500,000 cleaning business owner is. Guarantee you. So that's what I find. Next door, Laura Jean, next door. Yep, next door is a good one. Talk of the town. All those little ones are all really, really good. Hi, Candace. How are you? We're just talking about social media. Um, yeah, I mean, I've heard it too, but I don't really care. I had someone tell me that I couldn't build a residential and a commercial business. Wrong. I did it. So I don't listen. I just don't listen to people that tell me what I can't do. Usually, like, I will go out of my way to show them that I actually can't do it. So, um, Facebook is a great spot to post testimonials. Hi, Hella. Facebook is a great spot to post testimonials. Yes, this is correct, right? You're correct in that. Amanda, I never schedule a clean without a walkthrough. I don't believe in, so I'm just going to give you an example. All right. The major franchises like the Maids, Molly Maids, all those big companies that have been around since the 70s, they all do walkthroughs. Oh, so I don't care what anyone says. The people that are not doing walkthroughs they have a big ad spend. That's, I guarantee you, they have a huge ad spend. And so, you have a huge ad spend, when you have a huge ad spend, you're closing less as well because they don't get to meet you. They don't get to see you in person, feel your energy, right? I have a pretty high closing rate with getting a high price. And at the end of the day, I'd rather have a high closing rate and have less estimates come in than burn through 100 estimates and only get 30% of them. That's a lot of work, right? No one tells you how much work that is, right? That's the difference. Well, they'll tell you all the good stuff, but they don't tell you the real life deal with that. Um, I find people don't want to wait for the in-home estimate. See, that's not true for me. Um, I've always had people wait. I've had people wait like a week just to get me to get out there. So you have to think of it like this. You want to build the right clients. You don't want to take on everyone, right? So if someone is impatient, I can understand if they have a time constraint, like they're having a baby or, listing a property or something like that. Hi, Laurie. We're talking about how social media converts into sales. And Laurie should know. Laurie should know. She has a cleaning company and she has a handyman company, and she does a lot of social media, brings in a lot of business for her company. So she can attest. What kind of things do I say to close? I just present what we do. So I've done so much back end work on my brand and my company that everyone knows in town we're a trusted name and we're highly recommended. It's the recommendations on Facebook. It's all of the eyeballs that see, when they go look into a North Andover Moms page or whatever they're looking at, they see our website come up over and over and over again. That's what does it. So most times, if they like my price, I close them right away. I mean, I don't even close them. I just have conversations with people. I don't like closer. I don't really like that, but like I have conversations with people. I find out what people need. They trust me when I'm in their home. I always lead with integrity. If someone doesn't need a deep clean, I'm going to tell them they don't need a deep clean. They're going to appreciate that, and they're going to refer me their neighbor. It's always a good way to lead, right? Always a good way to lead. Lead with integrity. So things like that. I just kind of have nice conversations and see how I can help them. And if the price works, it works. Some people, think it's going to be cheaper, and that's totally fine. I don't really care. I don't bend my price to fit the client. I have a set standard of what this is, and that's what we charge. And if it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, I understand. How do you post testimonials on a Canva, Laurie? How do you post testimonials on a Facebook on a Canva? Yeah, create a Canva. Are they posted only on the post of someone? Are they posted only on the post of someone who was looking for a cleaner? No, they're posted. Sometimes you can post them on there. Sometimes I post them during the week whenever I want, as long as I obey the group rules. As long as I obey the group rules of when we're allowed to post, I post them whenever I want. In between 12 and 2. Have you tried your Facebook business page? So we have in the past, and they've gotten kicked off. That's how I do it with, do it with my own. So now everyone knows that when I'm posting from my own page, and I have someone that helps me too, they know who owns the company. So they all know to go to contact me to set up an estimate or whatever. Does that make sense? Have you tried it from your business page, Marion? Marion's the new client in the Drop Them Up and Scale Accelerator. Any more questions? Lord, cut it out. You're amazing. You've tried it. And so what's been your experience when you post from your business page, Marion? Whenever someone says, let me check with my spouse, it usually is good for me. Yeah, 100%. I've heard that before. Then closing it at that moment, yeah, I just say whatever. I mean, sometimes they check it out and we get it. That's fine. Amber, how far do you send cleaners? 20-mile radius from the office, max. I live in a suburban area though, so sometimes I know it's a little bit different with some of you depending on where you are. But like 20-mile radius around from where the office is. We service about 18, 20 towns. No more than that. It's just added content. So you're saying you post in the groups from your Facebook page content, and they've let you. If they let you, that's totally fine. I've seen mine get deleted, so they want it from a personal account. They just, the community groups are meant to be with people and connect people, so I think they just like, at least in my area. No, it's okay. I'm trying to understand what you're saying too, Marion. Laura, Jean, if I post on my Facebook page daily, would it make a difference? Yeah, I mean, I post we post 3 times a week, maybe, max. That's okay. You don't have to post every day. As long as you're active and posting all the time, that's what's going to make the difference. Like every couple of days, you want to post something, even if it's like a job from today. Like it could be anything. You can get super creative. I think a lot of people get wrapped up in what do I post, and they feel like the post has to look perfect and have the best lighting and the best colors. That's where you guys get stuck. Just start posting anything. Start getting out there and posting stuff. Your content creation will get better over time. Just get out there. That's what I say. Do I pay cleaners for driving? That's not really a social media question. I will answer it. Do I pay cleaners for driving? We're on hourly, so they get paid while they're driving. And then I post a testimonial with Canva graphic. Yep, that's good. And add it to the pictures I post. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Marianne, email it to me. I want to see it. I love to see it. So I don't ask the clients. No, I don't ask the clients. Sometimes I'll do pictures in the office. Sometimes, if we have an outing or something, I'm obviously taking pictures of the outing. I don't ask the client. Usually when I take a picture, the client won't be around, and I don't do pictures like every week. So it's so annoying that everyone sees their house online. Like I obviously wouldn't abuse that. But no, I don't ask them. I don't get too bogged down in it. No one's ever, in all this time, no one's ever said anything. And obviously I don't post pictures of them or their kids or their pets or anything like that. All right, cool. Thank you. I want to see that, Marion. Laurie, when you say post anything, are you talking about on the business page? I'm talking about on the business page and on your community group pages, on both. Right? On both. I added a photo release form. You can. I haven't. I've never gotten in trouble. I don't abuse it, right? But yeah, That's it. These are some good questions tonight. Good questions. Um, I hope this is helpful. I know everyone's afraid of all these pop-up cleaners. Here's a question. All right, there's one question. Excellent. I have a question for you guys. So I do a lot of trainings. I do this Ask Me Anything. I like to do a lot of trainings around hiring. Thank you, Laurie. That's my goal. I like to do a lot of Wednesday trainings on hiring. I like to do them about sales, about, mindset. Are there any issues that you guys are having in your business now that you would want me to do a training on? I would love to hear your feedback, to see what you guys need on training. Oh, Marion, you're amazing. And you're gorgeous too. She was on the call after she got her hair braided, like it's so beautiful. Um, what do you guys want to hear from me? That's very important to me, that I am giving you what you need. If you're watching this on replay, if you're watching it now with me and you're live, tell me what you want for trainings, because I would love to know that. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I'm trying to figure out the best way to train new cleaners. Okay. All right. So that could be a training I could do. New cleaners. Training on team building. Okay. All right. This is super helpful for me. Laura, logistics of running a small cleaning company with low overhead. Okay. Yep. No office. I'm going to get you in an office. Just get you in an office at some point. Beth, how to keep your clients and your cleaning techs loyal. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, everyone's liking that one. Okay. All right. I'm so glad these will stay up here because then I can see them. Caught with a BNI. I'm telling you, look at a BNI. Look at a BNI. You'll like that. Candace, how to build schedules and grow teams and solos. Oh. Maybe we do a training for team or solo. Which one? That might be a good one. Yep, that might be a good one. We do a mix. I like two. I like teams of two and teams of one. Oh, you did? So what do you think of it so far, Amanda? Amanda, where are you again? What state are you in? It's been a while since we talked. Pennsylvania? No, I don't remember. Tell me where you're from. Um, yeah, I like the BNI. I have, yeah, I have to say it's the best networking group I've joined in. It's especially good for cleaning businesses. Michigan, okay, yeah, wasn't quite sure. Um, yeah, yeah, they're good. They're good. I'm excited. See, I think that works. Um, the thing is that most cleaning companies, obviously, the owners are in the field, so they can't get to the meetings. So, if you can carve out that time and get to the meetings, your business will grow like wildfire. But then you need the employees. That's always the problem. You need the employees. The employees are the biggest one. 35 members is big. Yes. See? Testimonial for BNI ladies. Amanda Alfrey has 35 members. Yeah, and you'll only be the cleaner because they do it like one industry at a time. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Amanda's a solo cleaner. Yep. Home office is good. Home office is good for a while. And then depending on what your goals are for scaling, you must move to an office eventually. Depending on if you want to stay at the house and you make 100 grand, 200 grand, whatever, right? You can do it, but after 150, 200 grand, it's going to be easier for you to retain people if you have an office because it feels more professional. That's my comment on that. I haven't been wrong with it so far. I had a bunch of unprofessional people working for me when I ran it out of my garage. So there's that. You could do a fridge magnet. You can do water bottles, stuff like that. Put your cards in coffee shops, anything like that. Well, you're not, BNI might be too stressful for you, Candace, right now. We need to get you more, your employees more solid. Candace is a recent graduate of the Drop Them Up and Scale Accelerator, and she's entering into the next program, which is the Sisters Mastermind, where we really scale and track everything. We track revenues and profits, losses, numbers. We track numbers that everyone hates to do, but it's the most important thing. So she'll be starting next week. I'm psyched. It sucks getting up at 6:45. Hell yeah, it does. I know. I did it this morning. But the people at the meetings make it great and worth it. Yeah, I 100% agree with this. I'm so glad you're finding success with that. I think it's super successful for cleaning business owners. Candace loves her numbers because she increased her profits and kicked all the bad clients to the curb in the program. That's what happened. We went through everyone. We went through everyone with a ninja knife. We said, you're going away, bring new people in that are higher paying clients, right? Got rid of the bad people, brought in some good people. So I hope this was helpful. I feel like it was. I'll take one more question. So, would I bring branded water bottles to a BNI meeting? No, you don't have to, but you bring business cards to a BNI meeting. That's what people usually exchange, business cards, and then you do one-on-ones, and then you figure out how you can help each other. That's usually how that works. Candace, less clients, more money. Isn't that fun? I love that. It's so fun. Less clients, more money. All right, ladies. I'm like I said, thank you for giving me a list of ideas for trainings. I just want to give you what you need. That's the point of all of this, to help you ladies grow your businesses and figure out your hiring issues and your sales issues, and to have a happy life. That's what it's all about, right? You can go have a $5 million cleaning company, but you're gonna be miserable as hell. This is just too much stuff. It is just too much stuff. So I do lives every Wednesday, live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the Boston area, so you can tune in. I send out invitations to everyone in the group every week. You can join. You don't have to join if you can't that week. You can also catch the trainings on replay. Hey, you're welcome, Janet. Janet, I'm going to see you tomorrow night. And I'm going to be doing it from a different location. That's going to be fun. So have an amazing evening, ladies. I'll see you all soon. All right. Bye-bye.